tror, hun er mega sur på os nu her. Wait up! Jeg skal stoppe med det der, det ved jeg. Yo, Eddie. Alright alle sammen. Velkommen til endnu et afsnit af The Other Worlds. Hvor, vi er jo, fandt jo det der kraftværk der, hvor vi så skal finde ud af, om vi vil dirigere strøm over fra, over til den her by her, eller over til den der udbrydergruppe. Og det er så lidt et dilemma, så vi ankommer til det der kraftværk her, og finder ud af, at de her robotter, de er kraftede med de fjendtlige, de her vagtrobotter, der er her. Og vi finder egentlig også ud af, hvorfor, fordi der er sket lidt fejl, og så er de programmeret til at dræbe alt, men de finder ind der. Så der er lidt kamp selvfølgelig også, og nu står vi simpelthen i det her dilemma. Hvad skal vi gøre det ene, eller skal vi gøre det andet? Så hvis I har lyst til at finde ud af, hvad der sker der, så følg med her. Alright. Vi gør det her. Så jeg tror, det vi prøver nu, det er at gå til Edgewater. Ikke Edgewater, vi går til den der... vi går så over til det der Botanic Lab. Hvis vi bliver angrebet, så er det det, vi gør. Og så ved vi, at så er vi fucket op. Det har vi sådan set også, tror jeg. Nu prøver vi. Jeg tror, hun er mega sur på os nu her. To be honest. There we go.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life, and you tell Reed Thompson that I will...
I want to deal with
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Så det var en option. Så det tror jeg måske vi gør. Du ser, hvad Reed han har at sige til os. Så vi kan komme af med ham. Fordi jeg tror fandme, han er en... Jeg synes, han er en slange snake. Hey, brah.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
A change of leadership might be what this town needs.
I am a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting secret plague. She won't return unless you leave.
Unless you can demonstrate to me that we are helpless without her. I see no reason why I should stand down. I don't believe you. You are disparaging our parent company. We are a Spacer's choice. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. Evidence. Adelaide has a secret, and I want to know what it... No, but I will give you a word of advice from the Spacer's Choice manual.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
I need to help to convince him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for it. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Okay, så vi kan gå op og sige til Reed nu her, at hun bruger fucking lig til simpelthen at lave, hvad hedder det, til at gøde sin jord. Altså, det er altså, skøre ting er jo hørt. Det er bare fuldstændig vanvittigt der. Jeg ved, min far, han brugte, da han var barn, til at gøde jordbær, det brugte de jo fra deres das af. Det var et gammelt toilet. Så det nasty shit. I don't know. Altså, jeg vil virkelig gerne af med ham der Reed der. Som udgangspunkt, synes jeg. Så det, vi kan også bare dræbe ham. Det synes jeg ikke. Det er jo...
You might not care for my leadership, but I appreciate what you've done for this town.
Adelaide found a way to come back if you step down.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that the Walton will complicated meth and works.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Okay, så vi skal snakke med Adelaide igen. Cool. Elevatormusik. Hver gang der er elevatormusik, skal man altid gøre lige sådan. Dansk lidt. Nå, anyways. Yo, Eddie. We have solved your problem.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Talk Reed to leave and come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you running the place.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Det var til at sige, guys, girls, alle sammen, at vi er sådan set klar til, at vi kan flyve afsted igen. What up? Siger en 41 gammel mand, det skal jeg ikke. Det er lige meget.
Is this your ship?
Damn.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Altid. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Jo, det kan du da godt.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power
Do you
regulator.
know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what to do.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Cool. Yeah, baby. Let's go.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Så er det installeret.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Wait up! Jeg skal stoppe med det der, det ved jeg godt.
Received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from you.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Smart.
It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Can we talk?